Alright, I won't keep y'all waiting. So, welcome to episode 2 of The Shot. My name is Ty, aka Superwoman, and we got a good one here today. Unfortunately, Dickie couldn't make it into the booth with me. But you know what? We're going to get started with the nice little interview from one of the players here at CSBA. Let me go ahead and text my buddy Larry real quick. See what he got to say. Alright, let me go ahead and call Larry up real quick. He's agreeing to do an interview with us, so let's give him a ring. Find out what he's doing over here. Yo, Larry, what's up?
Oh, not much.
Oh,
How about you?
good, good. Appreciate you stopping by at the last minute, filling in, getting some questions answered. So, first off, welcome to the shot where we talk about anything and everything. So first off, let's just introduce you if everybody don't know who you are. This is small forward Lawrence Phoenix, aka Firebird, aka Larry Firebird, whatever you want to call him. So what's up with that name? How you get that name?
Uh, you know, I was really trying to figure out how I could make my name Larry Bird and get past the name censors.
Gotcha, gotcha. So not too much thought into that, but just kind of going with the flow, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so I was taking a look at your stats. You 6'9", 220 pounds, small forward, averaging 8.8 points per game. You got a combined 7 rebounds. You got a low 28 efficiency, averaging 2.5 assists per game. 42% field goal percentage and 16. You're not so much a Larry Bird though.
Oh no. Uh,
How do
a
you
lot
feel?
of that is I didn't see a lot of time on the court my freshman year.
Yeah.
But this season I've been working through an arch change, and I think part of that's playing into this. I don't know.
I mean, you're doing all right. That small forward position is hard to make a huge standout player. But as a coach, let's go on that aspect. As a coach, what would you like to see more from your team?
I'd really like to see us capitalize on those moments of really great basketball that we have. You can
Yeah,
watch our games. There's not a whole lot of teams in the league that we can't hang with for a half. The problem is we don't finish.
yeah. I mean, you got Senior Walker Lobo on there. How first off, how in the world did you get Walker Lobo to stay to Uconn?
He's never played anywhere else. I don't think he ever really wanted to leave. Uh, Really, I'm not sure he wanted to be there either. I haven't heard much from him.
He kind of just disappeared off the face of the earth, huh?
Yeah, more or less.
I was just going to ask how was his presence in the locker room, but I guess you answered it. I wonder if it would be different if you guys were on a hotter streak.
You know, some questions are just never going to get answered, and I think that's one of them,
Yeah. Um.
sadly.
unfortunately. But who do you think will have the biggest impact on your team this season?
This season, I think that guy has got to be Copeland, Murphy, or Smith.
Yeah, I like KT. He, she,
Yeah, right,
player,
yeah.
player is great. I like how smooth he can get going once he gets going. I think he's got a deadly mid range, so I think definitely trying to capitalize on that. And here's the big question everybody in chat wants to know. Is Uconn going to the March Madness? Are you guys going to win enough games to get into the March Madness?
Playoffs? You're asking me about playoffs? I'm just trying to win a game.
I mean, you got a big chance coming up. You got a nice little matchup coming up. I think that you might be able to pull it out. We'll see. But
Oh
yeah,
God.
any
No,
last
this.
words for CSBA out there?
Uh, you know, I think I go to March Madness by default if we pull off this win against Georgetown this week.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard though. I mean,
I don't think it'll happen.
Anything is possible in CSBA. We'll just put it that way.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's always a chance. Trust me, there's always a chance. You never know. I thought that way in season 3 and ended up winning the championship. And I thought we were going to end up going against Uconn, and then something crazy happened when they lost against Ohio State. Then we blew Ohio State out and got to the finals. So, anything's possible. This regular season, people can play differently, and then all of a sudden, that March Madness come around, it's like a whole different group of people out there. So, keep striving. I'm in that same boat with your team. Haven't won in the game. I definitely believe in you guys, and you got a good squad. You got young people on there that by the time next season rolls around, you're going to be the senior squad. So,
without a doubt, in my mind, I think we're going to be a force to be reckoned with in season 7.
Yeah. Oh, so you're giving 2 more seasons?
I'm going to give it 2 seasons. I don't think next season's our year. I do think season 7 is our year.
Oh, that's good. That's good though. If you want to stick around here, all I'm about to do is go over some of the recaps from week 4, and we're going to continue on with this show. But I appreciate you coming through and shouting out your player and everything. And good luck for the rest of the season.
Anytime. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, recap from week 4. Regular season games matchup, starting off with Georgetown winning over Notre Dame 86-70 was that score. Big performance there from Mojo Rising. I believe he had 28 points, like 8 rebounds, and it was just a crazy game for him. Notre Dame definitely put up a fight. That's what I'm saying. Like, these teams got a chance. Georgetown, they lost that one game, and I think they kind of fell back a little bit. But Notre Dame put up a fight. They're definitely going to be great the rest of this season. Let's take a look at the next game. Baylor 86 over Texas 58. Baylor showing up and showing off, showing that they're ready to compete here, and that was the game they needed to win. They needed to get back on that streak and prove to CSBA that they are one of those good teams and stuff. Because definitely they were one of those teams that I was like, why are they even on the rankings? But yeah, good win for them. Texas, they made it to that finals last season and just really haven't looked like that same team. So hopefully things can turn around for them there. Marquette 75, Uconn 63. We just got off the phone with Larry Fireberg with his Uconn team. they really wanted that one. They were looking for that to be the game of the week, and it didn't end up being that. But these two, they battle. I see Rusty in the chat, and that was just a battle for them. It was a great game. I remember watching it, and very close throughout the game, and Marquette just started pull away. That might be Marquette's only win this season, though. I ain't gonna lie. And that was definitely Uconn's chance to get a win, especially in that tough conference for them. But you never know what's gonna happen in CSBA. Oh my gosh, the next one, 100-75, Texas Tech rolls over Oklahoma State. I've been saying it the entire time. Oklahoma State hasn't been the same Oklahoma State that we've seen in season 3, 2, and 1. They're definitely going to keep putting up points, and, Rusty, don't take offense. I'm telling you, don't take offense. They're going to continue to put up points and everything, but, it's hard. I played Texas Tech in the out-of-conference games, and we lost like 97-75, so, that actually gives me hope, saying that Duke is probably up there too with Oklahoma State, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Not the only team that got beat by that much, so yeah. Another 100-point game. What is this, the week of 100 points? 110. Gonzaga rolls over South Carolina. USC Trojans. I see, and I want to say South Carolina. Yeah. Gonzaga is the number one team, obviously. And Trojans is probably the bottom team. This was pretty much a gimme. But you're going to see later that I actually picked South Carolina to win this week. We'll see if that happens or not. What else can you say about Gonzaga? Gonzaga is just that number one team. They just roll over people. They don't look back. In that game, Stern had 22 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, so I'm sure he's in the talk for player of the week, even though I think that should probably go to Mojo Rising. But, it's pretty easy to put up those kind of numbers when you're playing the bottom tier game. Alright, Sun Devils 73, Oregon 95. Oregon came back with a big win here. Abraham Slasher led with 20 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists. Overall, pretty good, solid game for that team. They had about 5 people in double digits. So, Oregon did their thing. They're up and down this whole season. We'll see what that's going to be. If that's a true Oregon, or is that just because they played the Sun Devils? Dick Dickey III was the leading scorer for the Sun Devils, 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And yeah, that's all she wrote. They do have a good matchup against the Trojans. That's a gimme game right there. That to me could be the game of the week, because both of them at the bottom, and we don't know who's going to win that one. Alright, that next matchup, the old Kansas 85-59 against West Virginia. Jared Duncan, one of my favorite seniors in this league, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal for Kansas. Leading scorer for West Virginia was Philbin. He had 13 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. So yeah, West Virginia has their work cut out for them, but that's a good showing against a team like Kansas. Villanova goes ahead and trots over Providence, which was the game of the week in the first half of the games of the week games. 87-69. I thought this was going to be a way closer game than what it was. It actually was a battle in that first half, and then all of a sudden Villanova just pulls out. Novacek still had a decent game for Providence. He ended with 13 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal. But to lead the charge for Villanova was Bryson III. He had 17 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Then they had about 2 or 3 players with 16 points. Allen and Fellows ended with 16 points. You know, it's kind of hard to stop a team when you got 3 or 4 people scoring over 15 points. You know, it's pretty much bad juju for you. UCLA loses to Oregon State 90-74. This is the old Oregon State that we're all accustomed seeing. Rain Rowe came away with 26 points. He ain't shared the ball at all. He had 0 assists. He was a ball hog in this one, but hey, whatever works and floats your boat. Maybe they played through their star. They wanted to make sure they get this win, and they did with a big number. For UCLA, Devontae Duncan led their team, 18 points, 2 assists, 0 steals. My old team, Clemson, they didn't pull off the win. They lost to North Carolina. That was a great game, too. I don't know if you guys watched it or not. I really thought Clemson was going to pull that one off. And, they kind of lost there at the end. North Carolina wins 88-79. Olaf led for North Carolina with 23 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Along with Jim Carr getting some of those three-pointers in there. He landed 4 of 7 in his three-point game, gave him that 18 points. On the opposite side with Clemson, my man Ron Burgundy ended with 20 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 blocks. The dude is just unstoppable. Like, I swear, if whoever Clemson coaches, Johnny Boy, I believe, if he could probably play Burgundy the entire game, he probably would. The dude puts up Player of the Week numbers on his own. He did have a couple of teammates to help him out, Aaron and Rice, with 13 points. But, the dude could just ball. Even Rice, as a center, he had 11 rebounds. So, they got some big men that can do some work. Hopefully they'll start using them a little bit more. LSU, 93. Arkansas, 86. This was another great game. Came all the way down to the wire. Arkansas couldn't keep up right at the end. LSU looking like the real deal. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later and see if they really are the real deal. They got a tough matchup tonight. And we'll talk about that one. But Roger Simmons, he seemed like he just didn't miss from three-point land. Actually, he only shot 2 3-pointers, but it seemed like he was just shooting all night. He ended with 16 points and 2 assists, 1 steal. Doc got in there with 13 points and 4 rebounds. Just all over for that team. LSU has a great spread from top to bottom. We said it in the stream. It's going to be hard to stop them. If you don't have a top 5 people and then the bench, some top-notch people, LSU is definitely going to be somebody to look out for. On the other side, for Arkansas, Bueller alert, 21 points, 2 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block. So he did what he could do. Unfortunately, Tyler Cross couldn't get the kind of numbers that we're used to seeing. He had 10 points, though. He did have 6 rebounds and 5 assists. That's a decent game. I would definitely take it. But we're used to seeing him put up at least 18 points. And that definitely would have helped them out against LSU. But, that was a tough win. LSU does pull it out. There was another blowout that we seen this week. Alabama rolls over Tennessee 94-63. The Cousins, man, they just showed off. CJ Mack, he ended with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, so he loved to spread the ball around. Bobby Jackson had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists, 2 steals. For Tennessee, they have to get Lemon Jello involved. They have to continue to let him put up those points. He had 18 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. To me, Mufasa needs to be involved, and he wasn't as involved as he normally is. He's only landed 7 points, 7 rebounds, though. To me, he needs to be in the starting lineup. If Tennessee wants to win some games, he needs to get up there. He's one of their best players, along with Lemon Jello in there. That would be a deadly combination. I'm telling you, Tennessee, that's what you need to do. But we'll see what they're going to do. They got a big matchup against Kentucky this week, and I'll talk about that matchup later too. Louisville goes ahead and rolls over Syracuse, a matchup that definitely had game of the week credentials for it. This was a huge matchup for Louisville to just really put that stamp in there and prove that they belong in that top 10 power ranking. Syracuse Snyder did put up 18 points, 4 rebounds, and assists. Lockhart actually did something and put 17 points, and he recorded a double-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. He actually made Charlie Banks a little bit quieter with 13 points and 2 rebounds. He did get to pass the ball around. I think that's really what kind of slows Syracuse down. They're used to seeing Charlie Banks take over. But finally, they get Lockhart involved. And, that's probably what he's looking for. Maybe if they can get those 3, the steady involvement, they might can do something. Louisville, Rafus Diddle, 23 points, 2 assists. David Ware ended with 12 points, 4 assists. The Diddle brothers are a dangerous combo. Bo Diddle ended with 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. That combination is just deadly. I being in the ACC, I'm fearful for having that matchup. Alright. The next one. I'm telling you, man, this is like the week of 100 points. 100-60. Michigan wins this one. Everybody's been clowning Michigan for their easy schedule. Right now, they're in the conference. They can't really help who they get. And, this was another case. They won by 40. And they just continue to show off. Jalen Ali had 26 points, 0 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. So he's just right out there with Mojo for Player of the Week candidate. I don't know who won that. Nobody posted that in there, but yeah, I mean, what else can you say about Jalen Ali? He's just a beast. On the other hand, for Indiana, Profit ended with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. E.J. Bailey tried to help his team out, get in there with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Definitely need some other guys to step up on that team. Kentucky, this actually moved them up in the rankings 1 spot, put them on the board. 87-70 over Florida. To me, Florida is a really good team. They definitely have some great pieces on that team. I think they just have a few more things to figure out with the playbook situation, but hey, that SEC is dangerous. You're going to have to watch out for Florida. Kentucky got lucky and rolled over them. 17 points for Colby. 1 rebound, 1 assist. For Florida, Doc Boone, he had 14 points, 8 rebounds. They got to get my guy Moses King involved. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He had 19 minutes. I know what Moses King is capable of, and they're not utilizing him to his full potential yet. So once they figure that out, watch out for Florida. Oh my God. My team, Duke, 64 to Miami, 102. This was just a blowout. I couldn't even. There's nothing you could do when you're playing a top 3 team in this league. Miami, they're just all around built with stars. There's pretty much no stopping them. I'm surprised they even have a loss on their record, because it must have been a glitch or something. There's no way anybody in this league can stop Miami. I don't care who you got on your team. So I can't wait for them to play somebody really challenging, like Iowa or something, just to prove. Because I know, I got a young team, and I know my team doesn't suck that bad. So for them to put up that many points on us, it just proves that they just one of those dominant teams. Davison, I just watched the entire time. Davison just went off on us. He got 26 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Rose had 24 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. So he was just pickpocketing the whole time and capitalizing on it. I mean, their whole team pretty much had double-digit points. Those 3 people with Gus, they're just so hard to handle. Even my top guy, Janelle Ritter, only went away with 18 points, a rebound, 2 assists. Tyreek came away with 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. So, it is what it is. They're a top team. It's going to be hard to stop them. So good luck to the rest of ACC. I've seen a lot of people make fun of Duke, but y'all ain't played them. So until y'all play them and y'all beat them, don't be talking trash about my team. Michigan 81, Ohio State 88. This was the game. It was actually labeled Game of the Week. Lived up to the hype. I picked Ohio State to win that one anyway, but I knew the Spartans would give them a run for their money. Sean Moore landed with 19 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Sky Bolt had 14 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. On Michigan side, Banks had 24 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He did everything right. I mean, to lose by 7 points is always heartbreaking, especially when you put up so many good numbers and just try to do whatever you could do. Terrence Weary got on the boards too, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And yeah, it was just such a great game. Both of those teams deserve to battle it out again for the Big Ten Conference title. Definitely going to look forward to seeing that matchup again. If not, even see them in the March Madness playing against each other maybe. In the last game of Christmas break week, Iowa runs over Purdue 95-65. Purdue, I feel your pain. Playing one of the top teams, they just do whatever they want to do. They ran the train on you, pretty much. Purdue didn't go down, not swinging. Uh, Davis had 14 points, 11 rebounds. So Davis put in work on the boards. 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks. I mean, that dude, he played amazing. And too bad they lost by that much because he had put up a great game. Unfortunately, Iowa is just way much powerful. St. Maximin put up 19 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Demore had 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. So, yeah, I mean, what else can you say? It's Iowa. I mean, on the power rankings, I believe they're ranked number 2. Good fight, Purdue. Like I said earlier, I'm in the same boat as you guys. Keep up, keep chugging. You definitely got some people on your squad. I know you heard it before about y'all having one piece away from building the team. You guys got it. You're going to do great. Continue to do what you can do. I meant to put up that graphic that Nighthawk made about the points leader. It was such a nice graphic. If you guys didn't check it out, I believe it's in the Twitter posts. I'm trying to find it through all these channels. Yeah, it's the Twitter post. So let me pop that up real quick on the screen. Because it was actually really good picture. Really like that graphic. Hope he makes some more of that. Alright, so league leaders in points. Braylon Banks, the fourth, 23.5, leading it off. Bernard Gus, whatever, 21.8. Charlie with the even 20. Jim Carr with the even 20. And Lemon Jello, 19.3. So, this is a scary picture. When I seen this picture, I was like, damn, man. The ACC is all in here. 3 teams represented from the ACC on here. Then you got Tennessee, which is probably why they still in the rankings. So I'm like, case closed with that. I don't think they belong out there, but hey, they're gonna keep proving me wrong. Braylon, Michigan State's gonna keep on doing whatever they want to do. What y'all saying in this chat, man? Love the roommate in your profile pic. Oh, you talking to Cody? I'm like, who's roommate? Might need to call him that going forward. And yeah, y'all know what it is. I'm horrible with names. But yeah, that's a look at the league leaders and points. If Nighthawk's in chat, please make some more graphics. I want to do like the rebound one and continue to do that. So that's cool. The future conference, I was supposed to talk to Dicky about it. We were going to talk about the SEC. So basically what I'm going to do is go over my order of who I think is how this ranking is going to go towards the end of the season. Me and Dicky were supposed to go back and forth, but he got caught up in traffic. So, the SEC teams in here are Kentucky, Tennessee, Florida State, Alabama, LSU, and Arkansas. Alright, so I'm going to try not to be too biased. I know people have been giving me heat about hating on Tennessee, but they hate on Duke just as equally. So we'll start from the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and say Arkansas. at the bottom. Unfortunately, I don't think they're the same team that they were last season. They definitely have a great team. Maybe with a couple adjustments, they can probably push their way up to maybe that fourth team. But right now, I don't think so. Next on that list is Tennessee. Tennessee, you number 4. You not the last one, but you right there. And I don't think y'all should win any more games because I need Toy to go ahead and give me that $25 so I can hook up my player. But on a real, I just don't see it. Unless y'all make those adjustments that I talked about earlier about starting Mufasa in that lineup, I just don't see Tennessee moving up to a top 3 team in that conference. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and say Florida is better than Tennessee. They barely lost to Kentucky. And I just feel like they have a great squad. They are just a few steps away from being one of those top 3 teams in that conference. And I just feel like if you line it up against Tennessee right now, they'll beat them. Next, I'm going to go ahead and say Kentucky. Kentucky is definitely not that dominant team that we've used to seeing, but hey, they're going to keep on winning games. They're going to keep showing up and showing off. They just finally got on the power ranking, which to me is so surprising. I can't believe they got them ranked at number 20. They should definitely be up a little bit more over some of those teams, but that's nor here or there. We're just going to leave it to the power rankings, let them do their thing. My next team, I went back and forth toss-up between Alabama and LSU, but I'm going to have to put Alabama there. I feel like I want to put Alabama on number 1 spot for SEC, but the way that LSU's been playing, the depth between LSU's starting lineup and the bench, I just can't not put them at number 1. Obviously, they're 4-0 for a reason. Everybody's trying to figure out, are they really the real deal, or is it because of the schedule that they had? We won't know. We're going to find out tonight when they play Kentucky, or whenever they play Kentucky. Or no, that's Tennessee. Never mind. I forgot who LSU is playing. But we're going to find out if they the real deal or not. So, let me know in chat what y'all think. If I see y'all still writing in there, I'm going to talk to y'all and say who y'all think. But yeah, I'm back and forth between Alabama and LSU. Alabama looked great last week. They play Alabama. Oh, then here we go. We about to find out which team is real and which team not. So I can't wait for that game. That's gonna be great. Oh my gosh. So Ted in chat said Alabama first, Tennessee second, Kentucky third, LSU 4th, Arkansas 5th, Florida last. Man, that's the great Ted Stearns. I mean, he's the number 1 team in CSBA right now, so you can't really argue with that. And Bama versus LSU tonight, and I am hyped for that one. That's going to be the telltale in the SEC, which one of those teams belong in the number 1 spot. Here we go. Toy says LSU, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Florida, and Arkansas. So there's the great Toy. He's the most positive person. I know that was hard for him to put anybody in any kind of order. Because if it's out the Toy, he put everybody number 1. He's just too positive. He likes to be too nice. Alright, who we got? Wired coming up next. He says number 1, Bama. Number 2, LSU. Number 3, Kentucky. 4, Tennessee. 5, Florida. Arkansas 6. He said you can flip-flop Kentucky and Tennessee at 3 and 4. I know that was hard for him to write too. 36 teams in the top 20. Yeah, that's you, Toy. You would do that. I could definitely see you doing that. Alright, so while y'all typing that, we're going to go ahead and move on. I don't have the rankings. I didn't get the picture in time. But where's my image? Alright, I'm going to let y'all keep figuring that out because I forgot to add my other image. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So I got one more little thing in here. It's the week 5 matchup picks. I did a little bit of me and Dickie. We were supposed to go in here and show our picks. And then I did the Discord picks. So, this is what we got. So here's my picks for this week's matchups. I went with Spartans over Purdue, Alabama over LSU tonight, Miami over Clemson, Ohio State over Michigan. That's the telltale game too. Ohio State is going to have to prove that they are better than Michigan. They're going to have to prove that Michigan just ain't playing right because they had an easy schedule. So, we going to see. We going to see in my Drake voice. Florida over... Who they playing? I can't even read this whole thing. Alabama? No. Arkansas. Florida over Arkansas. Louisville over North Carolina. Iowa over... Oh my god, I can't even see. Let me just go to the weekly pick'ems. Oh, Iowa over Indiana. Kentucky over Tennessee. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't pick Tennessee. And I know people are going to laugh, but I'm sticking with my Duke. I think we got something up our sleeve to try to handle Syracuse. Kansas over Texas. Gonzaga over Oregon State. Providence over Notre Dame, even though that's going to be a good one. I kind of went back and forth between Notre Dame winning that one, but I like Providence defense better than Notre Dame, so look out for that game. Texas Tech over Baylor. I actually went with the Trojans over the Sun Devils, so that's going to be another close game. I like the underdog in that one. I'm going for the Trojans. Let's get it. Georgetown over Connecticut, which you guys heard from Larry Bird earlier. Oklahoma State over West Virginia. Oregon over UCLA. And Marquette and Villanova. I picked Villanova. So that's my picks. You guys can see DD's picks. I'm 16 for 2 so far. Dicky is 17-1. So he's got the better record right now. And you guys in Discord are 15-3. You guys suck at weekly pick'ems. And we're going to see if y'all correct this week. Y'all picked Tennessee and Kentucky in a tie. So y'all don't know who gonna win. Y'all just picking anybody. Let's see our difference. We got you guys pick LSU. Me and Dickie pick Alabama, and we're definitely way better pickers than y'all. So it looks like Alabama's gonna win that one. Um, uh, then you guys both pick Michigan over Ohio State. I'm gonna give it up to my dude Big Dog. I think Big Dog has got something up his sleeve, but then again, you're playing against Dicky and Black Paul. We gonna see for sure. This is the game to tell if Michigan legit or not. Everybody went Florida State. Everybody went Louisville, Iowa. Again, y'all had the toss up between Kentucky and Tennessee. You guys went with Syracuse. I'm sticking to my Duke team. Gonzaga, 100%. Everybody went with Providence, even though I think that game is going to be good against Notre Dame. It's a watch out game right there. Everybody went with Texas Tech. I went with the Trojans. You guys went with Arizona State. That's, to me, it's just a toss-up. It's a gimme. Both teams are at the bottom. It's going to be probably a really low-scoring, close game. We're going to see who's going to win that one. I'm cheering for Mitch, too. I like Mitch. He's got this one. Just go out there, have some fun. I know more people on Trojans than I do on Arizona State. Like, I had to go for the Trojans. Like, JoJo on there, Mitch on there. They got some good people on that squad. They just need a helping hand of a couple of blue chips to chip up. Of course, my boy Toy with Georgetown. Everybody picked them. Everybody picked Oklahoma State. Everybody picked Oregon. And everybody picked Villanova. So, yeah, that's the picks. Going to keep on keeping track of to see who gets all that. Somebody said the high school opening games were crazy. I wished I watched them. I need to go back and watch them. But next time I'll make sure I get the high school mentioned in here. We'll talk about that. Especially with Dickey being the admin of high school. We definitely going to have to put that in here. I've just been going through a lot lately right now. Getting back to work and getting ready for school, then barely making it home in the snow. I'm still kind of drying off. My hair's still kind of wet from the snow, so it's still cold. Like, I got my blanket wrapped around me and everything. I'm freezing. So I'm just glad that the electric stayed on for this, and you know, the game's about to start. Less than an hour. Got some great matchups. That Alabama LSU game, can't wait for it. You know, not saying those other two games gonna be a blowout, but you know, that's the matchup I'm looking forward to. That LSU and Alabama matchup. In the wise words of Wire, good slate of games. Sierra Canyon is the only high school that matters. What temperature is it? It's 25 degrees out here right now, but it feels like it's like 10. And then the ground is still covered in snow. It's probably going to turn to ice. And I have to work tomorrow, so hopefully they will have some salt on the road and I'll get there safely. I did get stuck coming home, but you know, I got some help and got out. So I'm here, I'm home. Nice, safe, and warm. Looking forward to some great CSBA matchups tonight. So appreciate everybody tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, we did miss a couple people. If you haven't gone and heard, Larry was on here earlier, did a little quick interview with him. If you want to be in the next episode in an interview, let me know. I'll have some questions for you. We'll get down and dirty with your questions. I want to ask you, put you on blast and everything. So be prepared for some questions. If you don't want to answer them, then don't come on the show. I'm just kidding. Um, I'll keep it nice and simple. It was easy questions. Just ask Larry. Um, Blake says IMG is winning it all this year. IMG, I did look at the box scores, and IMG put it on Prolific Prep. You know, they try and go for that three-peat. It ain't going to happen. But, yeah, looking forward to watching some of those high school games, too. And I am going to get out of here, get ready for the matchups tonight. Yeah, if you want to record it and send it to me. That's all. That's all fine and dandy. If you just want to tune in, be on here, ready for that. Cody, I ain't dealing with you, Twinkle Toes, cause we done lost some money this week. So, you know, if my predictions were just as good as CSBA predictions, I would be set for life. But unfortunately, we're not betting CSBA games in real life, so I can't win the money. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm on here babbling. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on